At almost 70 years old, Paul Manafort was wheeled into a Washington, D.C. courtroom to find out if he would likely die in prison. The judge could have ordered him to spend up to 10 years in prison, on top of the nearly 4 he was facing from another judge. In the end, he was sentenced to 7.5 years in prison in all, but in all likelihood will spend quite a bit less, given credit for time served and good behavior. Still, his lawyers tried to tell the media they were disappointed.
Judge Jackson conceded that there was absolutely no evidence of any Russian collusion in this case. So that makes two courts have ruled no evidence of any collusion with any Russians.
That's not what
Part number 2.
Actually, on this, the protesters, right? And Paul Manafort's lawyer was not telling the truth. The judge specifically said, this has nothing to do with the collusion. The case before her was not about that. And we don't know yet what special counsel Robert Mueller is going to produce. And she actually said, when it comes to this no collusion refrain, that it's not clear if that's accurate, because you can't say that there was nothing out of the investigation when you actually hurt the investigation by lying to those that were looking into it. Still, U.S. President Donald Trump echoed the false claim.
No collusion. There's no collusion. There's no collusion, and there hasn't been collusion.
The White House has hinted the president could pardon Manafort, but Trump tried to downplay that possibility.
I have not even given it a thought as of this moment. It's not something that's right now on my mind. I do feel badly for Paul Manafort.
The president could theoretically get Manafort out of prison by issuing a pardon, but that only applies to federal crimes, not state. And shortly after the sentencing, the Manhattan district attorney announced this 16-count indictment, charging Manafort with mortgage fraud and other charges, sending the message to the president he can try and get Manafort out of prison, but they'll move to put him right back in. Patty Culhane, Al Jazeera, Washington.